For over 100,000 years, across every major continent and throughout every epoch of human history, communities have built physical sanctuaries in order to process the human experience. Art has never been this object just to be left silently up against the wall. Art is a representation of our culture. It's a tool we use for survival, and it's a gateway to what many communities call their happy place. What's going on, guys? My name is Isaac Hubbell. I'm an anthropologist and a researcher, and today we're looking at how art is an experience. There's an element of art that captures every piece of what it means to be human and what it is to experience life as a human. And what better place to get started looking at art as an experience in being human than going back to ancient Greece to look at some pottery? And what better place to start than right here in our very own library? So, let's get started. Come on, let's go. In the ancient Mediterranean, classical Greek pottery wasn't just kitchenware. These intricately illustrated vessels were the focal points of the symposium, communal gatherings where wine, philosophy, and artistic storytelling fused to build a shared democratic identity. Oh, and then when you get to Greece. And Greece is one of those spots where you could sit and just experience art forever, maybe. Having gotten to experience and go to Greece myself, I got to explore the Greek islands as well as Athens and Delphi. It's unbelievably beautiful, the amount of artwork that they've been able to preserve. Their experience of art was all throughout their culture. That's one of the main staples of art in classical antiquity. You start to realize that they're depicting these things on pottery to share these stories, their myths. It's beautiful. One of my favorite ways of experiencing art is through these sweeping, dramatic woodblock printings that they would press into books. My favorite artist of all time, without fail, is the artist Gustave Doré. He did these incredible collections back in the 19th century of the Bible and the Divine Comedy and of many other works, and he was huge in his day. And there's just this depth. Like when you're experiencing it, it really feels so alive and so mysterious and also right in your face. It's something I love. I don't know if you guys want to take a look and see here. I just think it's unbelievably beautiful. Art is to be shared, and when we represent the stories that connect us, whether they be things like the Bible or our histories or even our local communities, one of the best places to go and find those local stories, those local images of the past, of where you live. That would be your local art gallery. And lucky for us, Samantha over at the Sunset River Gallery has invited us to come experience calabash art for at least the past 20 years. So let's go check it out. When we look at a historic coastal village like Calabash, North Carolina, our minds naturally drift to this exact type of heritage. Calabash is a landscape fundamentally shaped by the sea and by the docks and traditional maritime labors. In anthropology, we call this a cultural landscape. It's a physical environment that acts as this living reflection of a community's core identity. But cultural landscapes are never static. And nestled right along the state border lies this vibrant anomaly that completely changes what we expect from a rural coastal space. I want you to meet Samantha. She's the powerhouse director of Sunset River Gallery. She stepped in 4 years ago to carry a 24-year creative vision forward into the future, and her deep love for this space shines through immediately. Sam's background brings her from New York, but when it comes to the home-style feel of Calabash and also seeing the vision of where this gallery and the art of the area needs to expand, she finds this beautiful balance with her artists, and I got to see all of it on my tour through the entire gallery. Sam also taught me about herself and where her background comes from and what inspired her to become an artist in the first place.
So I was looking for a change. I saw that the gallery had changed hands and the new owner was looking for a director, so I took a chance. So I have my degree in art, but I've always kind of been an artist. I remember when I was a little kid, it was One of my aunts, I don't remember if it was Aunt Rinda or Aunt Alma, they were looking through a magazine or a newspaper or something, and it was a story about an artist, and they said something about this artist. I couldn't have been more than 6 or 7, and I remember not saying it out loud, but having the thought, oh, you can be an artist, like that's what you can do as a grown-up. So that's what I did.
I loved getting to sit down with Sam to unpack the sheer scale and the grit that's required to run this creative haven.
If you don't know about us, it's a bit of a surprise. It may not look it from the street, but we're actually over 10,000 square feet. Well over 125 artists, active artists that are all North Carolina and South Carolina artists, that we have a vibrant artist community here in a town that's a little unassuming when it comes to art.
They cover a range of styles and interests that all capture that native North Carolina feel. Every living culture experiences an inherent friction when transitioning between tradition and modernization. In anthropology, we look closely at how a community handles the evolution of a beloved local institution. For 20 years, a local icon named Ginny Lassiter grew this incredible space from a small marketplace into a beautiful, thriving gallery. Mona, one of the gallery artists, the one creating those beautiful hand-sewn pillows you see all around the gallery, has played a pivotal role in this transition from Ginny's start to Sam's expansion.
Yeah, Ginny was the face of the gallery for 20 years, but it has evolved since then, and you have become the face of the gallery now, and it's a great thing. We're going in a wonderful direction.
So many of our customers tell me this is their happy place.
And it's been that way since the beginning. Over the years, the gallery has become really important to the community. It has become a destination. The locals bring their newcomers in, they bring their family and friends. People just driving by to go to dinner in Calabash, stop in. It's really become a destination.
In order to see why this transition works so beautifully, you have to look at the people who form the backbone of the space. As researchers of material culture, we study artifacts to understand how human hands assign deep social meaning to everyday raw materials. Curation is a social ritual. Walk through the quiet, fine art corridors here, and you will stumble directly into a tactile, high-energy world of wet clay and spinning wheels and artists and shared lives. I want you to remember back to our ancient Greek pottery as we step into Tanda's world here.
And you've been with the gallery a really long time. You and Joe had your pottery here, and so what do you think about all of this?
So it's been probably 21 years that I've been in this space one way or another. The first part with my husband selling our pottery here, and then for about the past 5 years, actually working here. I'm a potter and involved with the pottery studio. You know, it's just very fortunate that we have a pottery studio. Not a lot of art galleries, I think, have that available to the public and to potters. We have a very well-equipped studio. It has 6 wheels, a slab roller. We have 2 kilns, and we have 4 different kinds of clay that we offer in the studio. Our students are experienced beginners, and they all get so much out of being able to work back there. They form a community of people, and we have so many retirees that move to this area, and they probably have done pottery elsewhere, and then they move to this area, and they're so happy to find a space that they can work in. And it's just so wonderful that we do have this studio that they can come and enjoy. Oftentimes it's a social outing for them because they become friends with the potters who are back there. We do from time to time have classes and workshops. So it's just a wonderful space for the members of our community to be able to use and enjoy. There's definitely growth, very positive growth. It's just such a phenomenal place to be.
And what keeps this specific creative ecosystem flourishing isn't this reliance on these outside global trends. It works because it draws straight from the local ecology. When a creative community is rooted firmly in its own regional soil, it establishes a distinct bioregional voice, an artistic dialect shaped by the unique light, marshes, and heritage of the Carolinas. An impressionist, Pappy Curry, has really captured the attention of this field. Sam's known of Pappy and his wonderful impressionist work since she started with the gallery, and she was so excited to welcome him into this year's batch of new artists.
There is an amazing amount of talent in this area, and because we are the size that we are, we're able to showcase much of it. And every year we have a small work show. It's basically work that fits in your suitcase, or if you're a local, then it's work that fits in that odd little corner of your home. Another aspect of art as experience that we offer at the gallery are the workshops and classes. For me, I wanted to expand what we offer by way of experience. Art is more than just what it hangs on the wall. It's the experience of finding your people in a classroom setting, or coming to hang out at jazz night. But I wanted to expand the classes and the workshops that we had. Rachel Sennell is an artist with us. She's been an artist for
years.
Yeah. She's been with the gallery for almost a decade, and she's been teaching classes for a little bit over a year now. So Rachel, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and your experience here at the gallery?
The gallery has been such a wonderful place for me. I moved here around 2017 and was able to join the gallery shortly after that. And it became my community for like-minded people and for other artists here. It's very diverse. And it's a place of gathering, and definitely the art community, as well as anybody in this area. It really is a center of art, creative energy here. And so I found my people here. It was a place to feel at home, as well as participate in the fun activities, jazz night as a community outreach. The classes are fabulous and diverse here. So now I'm teaching, and started teaching here over a year ago. I look at teaching as a sharing experience where I learn as much as the student does. I focus on painting and basic learning of the sense of painting acrylics, where I give them instructions on how to see, how to experience, how to mix colors, things like that. And it's just been so fun getting to know more of the other artists in the gallery. It's a place of a safe space that we've discovered where people can share and experience art. And sometimes it's grieving and sometimes it's fun, but we all are there to listen. So there's just it's just enriched my life for being part of the gallery.
This is exactly where the anthropological and the human stories begin to merge.
We do a lot of charity events. We've done the Lower Cape Fear Life Care fundraiser. That's for hospice. We had a fundraiser for Maui fires and for North Carolina Strong for Helene. A few years ago, we did the prayers for Ukraine, and that was a great fundraiser too. So the gallery has done a lot, and we appreciate becoming so much a part of the community.
One of the blessings of having a 10,000 square foot gallery is we can have a little bit of everything, because we have the space to have something for everyone. So one of the ways that we support the many artists that we have here at the gallery is we offer an artist spotlight. It is a wall of their own they have for 2 months. This artist spotlight happens to be Ginny Lassiter, and we're really proud that she's still an active member of our gallery. So this is one of my favorite pieces on Ginny's artist spotlight wall. I think it's a great example of her architectural sort of abstract style. She likes earth tones. She likes shapes that are sort of vaguely building-like, but then there's this beautiful blue that kind of makes everything pop. So this piece by Yuri Petrov, an artist who's been here for a number of years, It's a really good example of one of those pieces that makes you feel some sort of way when you look at it. It's joyous, you can practically hear the music. And Ophelia Statton's another artist that's been with the gallery for a good long while, and she's one of the artists that gave me such a nice warm welcome when I came here, really showing me that art is community as well.
Because whether you're wandering through an ancient city plaza like Athens, or walking into your local unassuming art gallery, the human impulse remains exactly the same, guys. Art is the language we use to find our people. It's how we build a home. Art isn't something we just experience ourselves. It's something we experience together.
I love that so many people feel that this is their happy place, because it's my happy place too.